Greg Popovich right now as he wants to talk to his team.
First time a number 8 seed has ever been a top seed.
Houston ducks under. Got it! And the New York Knicks have become the second team in NBA history to knock off a number 1.
The Golden State Warriors have pulled off the greatest upset in the history of the NBA playoffs. And Lionel Hollins trying to have his team be the 4th number 8 seed to knock off for number 1 and just the 2nd to do it in a 7-game series. And the Grizzlies will no doubt get a standing ovation. Excellent defense from Memphis to start this game.
Zach Randolph on the offensive end. Misses it, but eliminates Tim Duncan from getting the rebound. And then, once again, takes it to his body, the ability to finish in the paint area. Total domination for Zebo.
Remaining, and Memphis jumps out of the gate. Spurs, in some ways, fortunate to be only down by 8. They trail by as many as 14 as these Grizzly fans hoping to see franchise history tonight as they look to close out the San Antonio Spurs. They're off to a good start here after 1.
Welcome back to Memphis with San Antonio coach Greg Popovich. What was the
But his teammates have picked up the slack.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs. Brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun.
Eastern, if necessary, Grizzlies and Spurs for San Antonio Game 7, or it would be Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals as Memphis would visit Oklahoma City. And at 3:30 Eastern, Game 1 of that Eastern Conference semifinal showdown as the Heat will host the Boston Celtics. NBA playoffs on ABC, home of the NBA Finals Sunday. Coverage begins with Buick Regal NBA Countdown at 12:30 Eastern. 5-point Memphis lead, 2.5 gone by here in the second. This is the final first-round series as the Spurs trying to force that Game 7 and their bench getting it done. We talked about Memphis and their depth, but the Spurs with Hill and as Parker took a tumble, and we'll take a timeout with 5.5 left here in the second, a 5-point Memphis lead. Regular season meeting, LeBron James puts up good numbers against everybody. In what will be a star-studded series. Many people anticipated those two teams meeting in the playoffs. It has a chance to be a great, great series, guys.
Well, it will be. You're talking about 2 outstanding teams.
Here in the second, despite all the crowd going crazy and the fine play from Memphis, their lead is just 6. They'll preview the big series that starts Sunday between the Heat and the Celtics. And then in the West, Kobe and the Lakers, Dirk, and the Mavericks, all coming up on the Toyota halftime show. Zach Randolph has been huge for Memphis once again.
Simple game when it's one-on-one. Step back, once again, using that upper body strength, wide open look. When it's one-on-one is your world. When you've got 3 guys defending you, 1, 2, 3, kick the basketball. Unselfish play, makes the right play, gets a teammate an open look. Zach Randolph making the proper decisions.
All right, Doris, the big early lead. You knew the Spurs would bounce back. And here at halftime, we've got a 3-point game. The Toyota halftime show is coming up. We'll preview that big matchup that starts Sunday from Miami, Celtics and Heat. And also take a look at the Lakers and the Mavericks. Game 6 from Memphis. Grizzlies trying to win their first playoff series in franchise history. They're up by 3 halfway through. Memphis, the Grizzlies trying to advance to the second round for the first time in franchise history. The Spurs trying to force a Game 7 with a victory tonight on the road. Hello again, everyone. Along with Mark Jackson. 2 Bruce Bowens all over him. That's the kind of defensive respect he's giving these young Memphis players. Meanwhile, Conley in foul trouble in the first half. Played only 7 minutes. Knocks down the shot here in early third quarter. Grizzlies back up by 4.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs, brought to you by Papa John's. Try our John's favorite pizza for just $11. And Dial for Men. Get your dirt on, we'll get it off.
Game 6 of the final first round in the rebound. Timeout, Memphis. An elimination game here in Tennessee. Memphis trying to oust the #1 seed.
Mike Conley making the play. Marc Gasol finishing at the rim. Mama call him Mark, I'ma call him Mark. Exceptional job getting into the paint.
1995 in Vancouver. In 2001, they moved to Memphis. And still looking for their very first playoff series win. An opportunity tonight. They had their chance on Wednesday night, but lost a heartbreaker in overtime in Game 5. Now hoping to close it out in front of their fans to make franchise history. But they are Q. Manu Ginobili's been struggling tonight with a dramatic finish to the third quarter. A lot of contact there. Clearly he got it off in time. The Spurs have missed their last 7 3-pointers. They were 3 for 15 from downtown. The half-court shot goes down. We head to the fourth quarter. 4-point game.
Collins coach, that shot by Manu.
Conley will no doubt have to sit for a bit. How he finds room and then gets off the shot. He took a shot, but free throws coming up. Spurs trying to stay alive. Memphis has to win for that to happen. That'll be part of the doubleheader on ABC on Sunday. If San Antonio wins, it's Game 7 from Texas. If Memphis wins, it's Game 1 against Oklahoma City, followed by Boston and Miami, Game 1 of that Eastern Conference semifinal. As the NBA playoffs continue on Sunday afternoon.
Crowd going crazy. Air ball, the contest by Zach Randolph. Off to the races. One-on-one with Ginobili. Take advantage. Bad defense. Grizzlies having a good time in Memphis.
Elimination tonight in Memphis.
And we gave Tony Allen a lot of credit.
Run and San Antonio up by 1 with 4:39 to play.
Former Houston Rockets coach, the great Rudy Tomjanovich, once said, never underestimate the heart of a champion. Give the Spurs credit. Fighting, hanging around until they close the gap. And Manu Ginobili making plays offensively, creating the airspace, knocking down the jumper. We have ourselves a ball game.
Continues Sunday and Monday night. First on Sunday Night Baseball at 8 Eastern. Mets and the Phillies from Philadelphia. Then on Monday night at 7 Eastern, Yankees and Tigers from Detroit. 4:39 remaining, fourth quarter in Memphis. As the Grizzlies try to pull off one of the bigger upsets in recent NBA playoff history and become the 4th #8 seed to knock off a 1 seed and just the 2nd one to do it since they went to the best-of-7 format in the opening round.
And Lionel Hall.
From San Antonio, over the Game 1 in Oklahoma City. Memphis right now in control. The second game will be Boston, Miami. Doubleheader on ABC.
Well, Zach Randolph's power in the low post is creating a nightmare for the San Antonio Spurs. Here they're trying to front him, and because of the extra help field, it creates the open shot for Sam Young. And this, when he's doubled, he's now a willing passer, and they give up a cut to Tony Allen. And then if you don't double him, he goes to work. Now, I'm telling you, this is great defense by Antonio McDyke. But even better offense by the powerful Zach Randolph.
28.5 seconds away from the second round. seconds away from the
to his town, so it's a fit.
Congratulations, Zach, Mike.
All right, Doris, they're going to love him back even more. He says they don't get many TV games. They've got some TV games coming up, including Sunday on ABC in the Western Conference semifinals. They'll start off in Oklahoma City and the best of 7 against the Thunder. The second game of that ABC doubleheader Sunday will be the Celtics and the Heat from Miami. So an historic night for the Grizzlies franchise, their first playoff series win as they eliminate the #1 seed, the San Antonio Spurs, in 6 games with a thrilling 99-91 win. Up next on ESPN at Sports Center, this has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Doris Burke, producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, and our entire crew, this is Mike Breen saying so long from Memphis, Tennessee.